ama na nga asi, madaydayaw tin santuan anagan mo. Agyaman kami unay, kadagiti parabor nga impaay mo, nang nangruna ti biyagyan sa lunat mo. Iti daytoy alubong, adu di sulisog, peggad, ken panubog, kas ti COVID-19 pandemya. Amabalin, amang yadayo kanyami, iti naindaklan a panagayat mo. Kat matinag kami iti basol, dawatan mi nga rod, ipamakawan mo. Kat dalusam ti puso ken panunot mi. Patibgaren ken salakniban na kami kadi o Diyos, tapno makaya mi asarangten, dagitoy a panagsagaba. Apo mi a Diyos, tulungam kadi dagiti mangida daulo, iti benneg, ti politika, tapno maaramid da ti umno, dagiti pagrebenganda. Ikararagan mi met ti pagadalan mi, Lorma Colleges. Tulungam kadi ang makapagparnuay ted adupay kuma a Lormanians nga agserbi as si pupuso iti sangalubungan kas pagayatan. Iparabor mo kumamet kadagiti ngatuen ken mangida daulo mi ti salunat ken pigsa tapno maitultuloy da kami nga ilungalong. Pakisagutan kanimat ti sirib kinamanagayat iti trabaho, dagiti mangisursuro, ken agtrabaho iti institusyon mi. Sapay kuma, maipaganat da kadagiti agad-adal, dagiti laing kan talugading. Sirib, vision ken mission ti Lorma Colleges, ket agturpus ken agpaligidanto. Agbalindanto kuma apagwadan, amang idaulo iti benneg, di kinamanangi daulo, panangaywan iti salunat, teknolohiya, negosyo, ken talugading, anyaman a paset iti lubo. Kastamet ikararagan mi iti alumni mi iti anyaman at tarigagay, ken benneg ti panagserbi. Sagutam kan ida, iti nanaanay at pakinakem ken salunat. Tapno lalo da ang makapagserbi, kabayatan, ti panangitandudo da itinagan ti Lorma Colleges. Papigsaem dagiti kapanunutan mi kas Lormanians, tapno maaramid mi ti takam mi, ken makatulong kami anan-anay iti padami at tao. Iti nakaparswaan, ken iti komunidad mi. Aramatan na kami iti lalo a panagbalbaliw ti sangalubungan, ken ti panangiwarakawag, iti panagayat, namnama, tapya ken ragsak. Awan sarday di panagyaman, ken panagdayaw mi ken kaapo, para buram kanimat daytoy taripnong mi, pagbaligyan kuma. Dagitoy apo ti idawdawat, para iti tunggal Lormanian, Lorma Colleges, ken ti sangalubungan. Amen.
Bayang magiliw, peles ng silanganan, alab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupig, di ka pasisiil. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bughaw, may dilaghang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kislap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagniningning, ang bituin at araw niyang kailan pa may di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw na luwan at ipagsinta, buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya na pag may mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
To our distinguished guests, our guests of honor and speaker, our President, Dr. Caroline R. Macagba, to our Executive Director for Academics, Dr. Pasita G. Apilado, beloved members of the administration, respective deans, to the teaching and non-teaching staff, and most of all, dear parents, relatives, friends, schoolmates, and my fellow graduates. A blessed day to everyone. It is without a doubt that this academic year is unlike anything we've ever experienced before. Our usual activities and interactions have been thrown into chaos by this global outbreak. Everyone was badly affected. Death cases were rapidly rising. Face-to-face classes were prohibited. Livelihoods were shut down, and communities were locked down. I am pretty sure that this is not how we envision our last year of college to be. But it is definitely an experience and a memory that we will never ever forget. Although it's kind of sad to think the tons of lasts we missed out. Nevertheless, we did not let these losses deter us from excitedly experiencing our firsts. Our first Zoom meeting, our first Google Meet, our first virtual class, our first online research defense, and our first online hangouts with friends. This day is about us, to celebrate the fruit of our hard work, the reward of our sacrifices, and the price of our dedication in finishing our degree. Although today's program is done remotely, we are all connected. We are celebrating the completion of a journey that we have undertaken with our instructors and families. Everything that has happened has been exciting and challenging. As we end this chapter, may we not forget the valuable lessons that help us define who we are today. After 4 years of college, the seeds of our determination have borne fruit in form of our diplomas and togas. Despite the unpredictable and unconventional year we all had, we can all proudly say that we have finally made it. In behalf of the class 2021, I welcome you all to these commencement exercises. Thank you and God bless.
Born and raised in La Union, Dr. Galera's propensity in education was greatly influenced by his parents, both retired public school teachers. His sister is a training officer at Sea and Sky College in La Union, and his brother is a Navy officer of the Philippine Navy. Dr. Galera is a certified public accountant by profession and holds a master's degree in business administration, major in finance, and a doctorate degree in philosophy. He is a product of the public school system, receiving academic honors and leadership awards. He was also a product of the prestigious CICM schools, St. Louis University and St. Louis College, completing his degrees with Latin honors. He is currently a law student at St. Louis University, Baguio City. Spanning a total of 15 years in government service, he was appointed by President Rodrigo Roa Duterte as Director for last February 23, 2021. He was previously the OIC, Office of the Director for of CHED Region 1 from August 2018 to February 22, 2021, and held other positions at CHED, such as Chief Education Program Specialist and Education Supervisor 2. Dr. Galera rose through the ranks. His vast experience in government service includes that from the Department of Budget and Management, Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, Pag-ibig Fund, and the Armed Forces of the Philippines. As one of the youngest regional directors of CHED, he envisions transforming the regional office to be a smart regional agency that blends human resources with technology and ultimately modernizes government service delivery. Dr. Galera was designated as OIC President of the Ilocos Sur Polytechnic State College from November 2019 to June 2020. During his term as OIC President of the state-run college, he successfully initiated its transition to the flexible learning system when the world is at a pandemic. He is currently designated as the OIC President of the North Luzon Philippine State College in Candon City, Ilocos Sur. Dr. Galera was also a graduate school professor at St. Louis College. He also taught at STA College and the Don Mariano Marcos Memorial State University. Last January 2020, he was one of the Philippine Higher Education System representatives in the World Education Forum in London, England. Dr. Galera is married to half-Chinese Jo Marie Disico Dumuk and was blessed with 2 boys. Ladies and gentlemen, Lormanians, help me in welcoming the Regional Director of the Commission on Higher Education Region 1, Dr. Rogelio T. Galera Jr.
To the Board of Directors of Lorma Colleges, headed by BOD Chairman Dr. Rufino L. Macagba Jr., Dr. Caroline R. Macagba, President of Lorma Colleges, Dr. Pasita G. Apilado, Executive Director, other college directors and officials, academic deans, program heads, faculty members, proud parents and graduates na imbagal daw kinaragsak nga panagturpos Class of 2021. First, allow me to thank the academic community of Lorma Colleges for inviting me to be your 49th Commencement speaker. I am elated to meet all of you virtually. How are you coping with the pandemic? It's been more than a year since the country has been put into lockdown and the course of our lives have been greatly affected. Our regular activities halted, the economy and our society was disrupted, and lives remain at risk from an unseen enemy. The indelible image of humanity during our battle with COVID-19 manifested a crystal clear lessons regarding the state of our healthcare system, the readiness of accountable organizations, the real essence of service, the true resolve and priorities of responsible officials, the status of our resources, and the emerging social tensions in discrimination. We have all become victims of this global crisis, bereft of strength and affirmation, faced with a gigantic task of normalizing the current situation, finding a path towards resiliency, strengthening conviction, that compassion and empathy are 2 most important values during this adversity. LeBron said, "You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great." We need to find a silver lining from this current tribulation. While everything was put into a temporary stop, we need to pedal back and reclaim what was lost. We need to find different ways to accomplish the same goals as pre-pandemic times. We need to embrace this change. Embrace change. According to John F. Kennedy, change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss this fortune. When you wholeheartedly embrace change as an inevitable part of life, change becomes a fuel to look for ways to make life better and more fulfilling. Embracing change becomes an opportunity to create something new, especially when you cooperate with it, adapt to it, and decide to benefit from it. When I was in first year college, I took up BS Medical Technology as my first course. After 1 semester, I realized that I was not happy with medtech and I am not for the health profession, and so I decided to shift to BS Accountancy. This one big leap would mean a change in my life that will have a lingering effect and the consequences of which I will have to deal with forever. Embracing this change in my life has shaped my own journey and has contributed to who I am now. My dear graduates, at one point in our lives, we must have to do things that are difficult, uncertain, and scary. Embracing change is accepting that you need to evolve to meet your vision. Trust your instinct, exert every effort to get better, and remain positive about moving forward. Today, a big change is going to happen. A new chapter of your life will be opened. You will start to assume new roles and bigger responsibilities. Life after college is about embracing change and using this change to gain opportunities. As you pursue your dreams, use your IQ, EQ, and CQ. Growing up, I always wanted to be the first in class. I would exert extreme efforts to lead in the class standing. I studied hard to get good grades. I was a book smart, and I must admit that I have used it to my advantage. My proficiency or knowledge of specified subjects may signify how my IQ or intelligence quotient would have worked to guarantee my success in life. But let me tell you this, IQ is not the only determinant of life success. IQ is just part of a complex array of influences. Psychologist Daniel Goleman, in his book Emotional Intelligence, said emotional quotient might actually be more important than IQ. EQ, or your ability to perceive, control, evaluate, and express your emotions, greatly influence one's ability to succeed. As you leave the portals of your alma mater and continue your journey in the actual field of work, EQ might actually be your best armor. Your EQ will help you survive the battle. It will help you build better relationships. It will help you control your emotions. It will help you understand the feeling of others. EQ will help you communicate your feelings in a constructive manner. Through EQ, you can navigate the complexities of the workplace. You can manage your physical and mental health and your relationships with others. I must admit that I have not earned high EQ overnight. It takes time to be able to attain the ideal amount of EQ. Over the years, I have worked on sharpening my EQ. Until now, to have a stable EQ is my work in progress. I then urge you to start developing that EQ as early as now. Developing EQ starts with self-awareness. You need to have the ability to recognize your feelings, the way you understand how others feel. You also must learn to manage your emotions, to motivate yourself, and to learn emotional self-control. Again, you cannot develop these overnight, but with consistency and determination, you will be able to sharpen this skill. My dear graduates, as you navigate the real world, you will learn that you can use your IQ and EQ to survive. But there is one intelligence that will help you cope with having divergent values, shared beliefs, and varying behaviors in the workplace. Remember, you are not alone and you need others to survive. CQ, or collaborative quotient, is the ability to work in a group. It is the ability to share your talent and skills within the organization you belong. It involves the strength of not dominating, not controlling, or not repelling others. It is your capacity to contribute to the welfare and progress of your organization. Learn to collaborate, learn to contribute, and learn to cooperate. If you want to really set yourself up for success, you must have a good mix of IQ, EQ, and CQ. Again, this is not learned overnight, so you must allow yourselves to go through the process to win it. I am reminded of a story which I read from an inspirational book about a young man named Monty. Monty was the son of an itinerant horse trainer. Because of the many tasks that go with his work, Monty's high school career was continually interrupted. When he was a senior, he was asked to write a paper about what he wanted to be and do when he grew up. In a 7-page paper, which he submitted to his teacher, he described himself owning a 200-acre horse ranch someday. 2 days later, he received his paper back. On the front page was a large red F with a note from his teacher that read, "See me after class." When Monty went to see the teacher after class and asked, "Madam, why did I receive an F?" The teacher said, "This is an unrealistic dream for a young boy like you. You have no money. You come from a poor family. There's no way you could ever do it." Then the teacher asked him to make another paper. After a long and hard thought, he decided to return the same paper to his teacher, making no changes at all. He stated, "You can keep the F and I'll keep my dream. After several years, Monty and the teacher met again. This time, Monty owned the 200-acre horse ranch as he dreamt, and the teacher said, "Look, Monty, I can tell you this now. When I was your teacher, I was something of a dream stealer. During those years, I stole lots of kids' dreams. Fortunately, you had enough courage not to give up on yours." My dear graduates, like Monty, you can also dream big. Young as you are, dare to embark on something worth doing, something that tugs at your heart. There may be times when you would want to turn around, but be challenged on pushing yourselves and conquering any fear that may come to you. Don't quit. Say to yourselves, "I can." With determination and the right attitude, you can make things possible. Let your instincts, your intellect, and your heart guide you. Believe, achieve, and follow your dreams as your adventure begins. You, as our future leaders, I now urge you to create an impact in the lives of others. Now that you are graduates in your own disciplines, you have an additional platform to influence others. Stir optimism, infuse positive energy, show genuine care and understanding, and help others not just to engage, but be inspired. In your future endeavors, learn to inspire to produce extraordinary results. Inspire stands for I ignite that passion. You have to create a spark where people will not only enjoy what they do, but they love what they are doing. By doing so, you allow yourself to bring creative ways to achieve your goals. It also allows others to obtain better results because they can use their hearts and soul to achieve their own goals. N stands for nurture your relationships. When you have built good relationships with others, either professionally or personally, you establish deeper connections. Building relationships is understanding, creating validation of support, and building potential. When a farmer holds a seed in his palm, he recognizes great potential in that seed. When that farmer takes care of the seed when he planted it, he can produce high yields from it. If you take care of other people or the team that you lead, you bring out the best in them and get the best results from them. S stands for self-care. Self-care means being mindful of your own needs so that you can better provide for the needs of others. To be able to take care of others, you need to take care of yourself first. P stands for purpose. Purpose that is compelling. Mark Twain said, "The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why." When you know the reason for your existence and your role, you better find yourself on the right track, and it will fuel your productivity. Having a compelling purpose is living a life of value and contribution. I stands for integrity. Integrity is not to compromise your beliefs and values for personal gain and success. To thrive and to prosper is to live a life with candor. It should go without saying, but bears repeating. Always be honest with yourself and others. Treat other people well. Frank Outlaw's poem is fitting. Watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. Watch your character, they become your destiny. Reflect and take time to pause. The world has become so complicated with hurly-burly situations that make our minds preoccupied with many things, even those beyond our control. Have we taken time to slow down a bit and commune with ourselves and with our Creator? Do we give ourselves the time to look directly at our own eyes every time we face the mirror as we prepare for work? Have we asked ourselves lately, how are we doing? Have we listen to our inner voices in as much as we lend our ears to those we listen to. The dictum, "We cannot give what we do not have," is a simple reminder that as we do our best to help and be of service to others, we also need to nurture ourselves to be able to nurture those we serve. E stands for excel, to reach for the eternal. Nothing is permanent in this world. All the accolades, recognition, possession, and awards shall fade and crumble. All that we own will someday be taken away from us. We cannot bring them in the afterlife, but we have souls, and our souls are eternal. As we strive to make our lives easy and comfortable, let us not forget that we need to invest for the life we shall have after this earthly life. The word of Christ in the Gospel according to St. Matthew echo, "For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?" Our ultimate dream and ambition should not be storing riches and wealth, rather for us to hear God telling us when we finally meet Him face to face, "Well done, my good and faithful servant. Come, share your master's joy." That is the real essence of excellence, for others to see God in us, in everything we do, in everything we say, in our lives. Inspire before we expire. We shall pass this earthly life once. Let us use it to reach our maximum potentials. Use it to serve our communities through our chosen fields of specialization. Use it to realize our God-given purpose in this world. Allow me to end my message to you with the inspiration from the British poet William Ernest Henley's poem entitled Invictus. "Out of the night that covers me, black as a pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeoning of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul." Dear Lormanians, go confidently in the direction of your dreams and live the life you have imagined. Congratulations and mabuhay Batch 2021.
To our guest of honor and speaker, Dr. Rogelio T. Galera Jr., to our dear President, Dr. Caroline Macagba, to our Executive Director for Academics, Dr. Pasita G. Apilado, our respected Dean and Heads, our dear parents, good morning. I, together with the graduating class of 2021 of Lorma Colleges, would like to address this petition to Dr. Caroline R. Macagba, our President, through Dr. Pasita G. Apilado, our Executive Director for the Academics. Whereas the candidates are the future, and Lorma Colleges, as an educational institution, played an important role, having properly prepared and guided the students through the years of learning, and helping the students succeed in achieving their dreams and goals. Whereas the candidates through Lorma Colleges have provided direction, giving instruction and education of sufficient quality and quantity, and have undergone the resource and trials of educational training vital for our self-development and growth. And whereas the candidates have formally finished and complied with all the basic and advanced requirements set forth by Lorma Colleges and other agencies, branches, and instrumentalities of the government pertaining to our education.
which gave the candidates the opportunity to complete the graduation requirement intended to prepare us for our chosen career, gainful employment, and citizenship. And whereas the candidates for graduation are more than equipped and possessed with the necessary physical, moral, spiritual, and educational standards and instructions to meet educational career goals. And whereas the students are now prepared to face life's challenges as matured citizens of our country and society and help the nation building. Whereas the candidates have completed the academic requirement of their respective degrees as provided by Lorma colleges, the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority, and the Commission on Higher Education, therefore it be resolved that Lorma colleges confer us our respective degrees. That we, as graduates, perform our roles and duties to ourselves, our family, our society, and our country as useful and responsible citizens.
To our Executive Director for Academics, Dr. Pasita G. Apilado, I have the honor to present to you one candidate for the degree of Master of Arts in Nursing, one candidate for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, one candidate for the degree of Bachelor in Secondary Education, 12 candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, 3 candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Business Management, 2 candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Hotel and Restaurant Management, 1 candidate for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Travel and Tours Management, 8 candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Pharmacy, 9 candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering, 1 candidate for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, 15 candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, 2 candidates for the degree of Bachelor in Medical Laboratory Science, 40 candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing. I, as the Registrar of Lorma Colleges, certify that these 96 candidates for graduation have satisfactorily completed all the requirements prescribed by the Commission on Higher Education and Lorma Colleges. I therefore endorse for the acceptance that they may be granted with their diplomas and with their respective degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested on me as the Executive Director for Academics and the presentation made by Ms. Erani Hasmin, our college registrar, that these 96 candidates for graduation have satisfactorily completed all the requirements prescribed by Lorma Colleges and the Commission on Higher Education. I confirm their graduation. They may now receive their diplomas and enjoy all the privileges pertaining thereto. Graduates, you may now transfer your tassels from left to right. Congratulations!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the graduates of the Lorma College's 49th Commencement Ceremony. The candidate from the Graduate Studies, Master of Arts in Nursing, with the thesis title, Journey of Craniotomy Survivors, the Travails of Transitioning and Survival Strategies. Gascon Kaleitner Cyrus Agtarap, Macnotan, La Union. Graduates from the College of Medical Laboratory Sciences. Campilia Jeliza Marie Cobales, Santiago, Ilocos Sur. Silvestre Jenna May Mendoza, San Fernando City, La Union. Graduates from the College of Education and Sciences. Bachelor of Arts, major in Psychology, Naila Ian Jones Chilagan, Aguinaldo Ifugao. Bachelor in Secondary Education, major in Biology and Chemistry, Versosa John Paul Joshua Balagon, Bawang, La Union. Graduates from the College of Pharmacy. Chan Leonard Samonte, San Fernando City, La Union. Eya Ifeanyi Godfrey, Anambra State, Nigeria. Makapagal Gerald Pagnas, Palawan, La Union. Pagsiyaw Briar Rose Umayat, Esau Mountain Province. Bello Oyenade Mercy, Ejoko, Ibadan, Nigeria. Dacumos Jema Dacumos, San Juan, La Union. Monis Janica Orzal, Bangar, La Union. Odumo Emanuela Ochanya, Anambra State, Nigeria. Graduates from the College of Business, Bachelor of Science in Business Management. Estolas Ian Lester Balanon, San Gabriel, La Union. Hernandez Kyla Daniel Bartolo, Bawang, La Union. Murao Justin Jane Faniega, Macnotan, La Union. Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Financial Management. Borja Adrian Paul Colette, San Juan, La Union. Enano Terence Michael Estepa, Nagilian, La Union. Ngo Marvin Augustin Sia, Nagilian, La Union. Rinyon, Jester, Bongolan, Baknotan, La Union. Aizon, Rosel, Morin, Pabro, San Esteban, Ilocos Sur. Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Human Resource Management and Development. Ariola, Rica Estabilio, San Juan, La Union. D. Annabel Quesada, San Fernando City, La Union. Oyelami Elizabeth Abosede, Nigeria. Ventura Yvonne Nicole Carino, San Fernando City, La Union. Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Marketing Management. Chan Tommy Cedric Garcia, San Fernando City, La Union. Duluenya Christine Lopez, Agoo, La Union. Escalona Cheryl Marzo, Santa Cruz, Ilocos Sur. Bachelor of Science in Travel and Tours Management. Benavides Lulin Everly de la Peña, Bangar, La Union. Bachelor of Science in Hotel and Restaurant Management. De Guzman Maria Bella Fe Sandoval, Nagilian, La Union. Amorabon Roxanne Dumagi, Nagilian, La Union. The graduates from the College of Computer Studies and Engineering. Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering. Engineer Abat Hernan Alwin Cabanban, San Gabriel, La Union. Engineer Bautista Emmanuel Jeronimo Rafada, San Fernando City, La Union. Engineer Benko Aldous John Munar, San Fernando City, La Union. Engineer Carino John Ray Buxit, Baknotan, La Union. Engineer Bukusin Kendricks Nicolo Galvez, San Fernando City, La Union. Engineer Parmisano Joriel Jarrod Solmerano, San Fernando City, La Union. Engineer Rosario Sheldon Subido, Bawang, La Union. Engineer Borromeo Joan Caiz Cantong, San Gabriel, La Union. Engineer Navarro Rejoice Cari, Rosario, La Union. Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Doliente Francis Ian Ramirez, Agoo, La Union. Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, Ariola Rico Estavillo, San Fernando City, La Union. Cadawas Lester Lou Agpawa, San Fernando City, La Union. Coleman Lee Roy Edward, Pacnotan, La Union. Eden John Jason Silapan, San Fernando City, La Union. Garcia Russell James Zaguire, Rosario, La Union. Hukutan Ogden Villanueva, Bawang, La Union. Oliver Andrew Norman Wong, San Fernando City, La Union. Akapak Ian Ace Somera, Suyo, Ilocos Sur. Arong John Nicol de los Santos, San Fernando City, La Union. Sibayan Neil Lester Kamat, Luna, La Union. Kaluza Gian Caroline Balyesil, Bawang, La Union. Dadole Giselle May Gortiza, San Fernando City, La Union. Mazon Mary Ann Rinonos, San Fernando City, La Union. Nieveras Catherine Joy Galleposo, Luna, La Union. Passion Rochelle Ducusi, San Fernando City, La Union. graduates from the College of Nursing. Adamu Silas Aku, Kogi State, Nigeria. Carillo Kendrick Padua, San Juan, La Union. Eguogu Ikena Emmanuel, Abueke, Nigeria. Ekpemandu Chibueze Daniel, Imo State, Nigeria. Estoque Cheyenne Gundran, Bawang, La Union. Gapasin Gabriel Paulo Guzman, Bawang, La Union. Lantano Mark Corpus, Bangar, La Union. Malyare Daniel Vedder Pombo, Bawang, La Union. Manuel Jonas Rafter Menguita, San Fernando City, La Union. Montero Lemuel Paneda, San Fernando City, La Union. Ilon Arnold Christian Pinque, Pacnotan, La Union. Reyes Christian Puxit, Pacnotan, La Union. Tamayo Jerry David Rozo Labrador, San Fernando City, La Union. Isaiah Gian Melvi Villa, San Fernando City, La Union. Ado Aisha Chizoba, Kano State, Nigeria. Aregbesola Temitayo Oluwasio, Ondo State, Nigeria. Pinongkal Kimberly Ann Estacio, Nagilian, La Union. Cabanero Mechelin Buralbal, San Juan, La Union. Takanay Maria Venus Joanna Costales, San Fernando City, La Union. Ede Rachel Amuche, Nwo Enugu, Nigeria. Echo Abigail Ogochukwu, Enugu, Nigeria. Espanyol Naya Marie Cunanan, United States of America. Galima Aimeros Pauline, Escritor, Candon City, Ilocos Sur. Ibitoye Yetunde Redemption, Kogi State, Nigeria. Chidiofor Rachel Chidima, Nigeria. Licodine Cecily Jam Lucero, Tagudin, Ilocos Sur. Malyare Debra Rimurin, Bawang, La Union. Navarro Kim Rillera, Bawang, La Union. Nolasco Janina Isabel Ramos, Candon City, Ilocos Sur. Ogludire Pineth Ijioma, Imo State, Nigeria. Okedeji Justina Jewande, Oyo State, Nigeria. Olofu Grace Cynthia, Karu Abuja, Nigeria. Oshodi Temitope Basirat, Abuja, Nigeria. Icania Trisha Marie Camacho, Aba, La Union. Regadio Desa Valerie Florage, Bautista, Pangasinan. Riconalia Lucille Kutat, San Juan, La Union. Soriano Andrea Sibayan, Ongar, La Union. Tanaka Joanna Paula Balsita, San Fernando City, La Union. Tejero Hilda Caguay, San Fernando City, La Union. Ibeb Caroline Porque, San Gabriel, La Union.
In gratitude to you, my alma mater, I pledge my loyalty to you and your ideas, to perpetually uphold your standards and traditions, and to endeavor to serve my God, my country, and my fellow men, to my utmost and mindful that whatever destiny shall bring me, I shall have to live up to your highest and fullest expectations, that I will strive at all times to promote justice, love, and peace among all persons, that I will forever be loyal to the vision, mission, goals, and objectives of my beloved alma mater, the Lorma Colleges, for the glory and honor of God and country. So help me God.
Dear graduates, please raise your right hand and recite with me the pledge as your induction to the Lorma Colleges Alumni Association. I state your name, a member of the Lorma Colleges Alumni Association, do hereby solemnly pledge that I will preserve and defend the Constitution and bylaws of this association, to faithfully and conscientiously fulfill the duties and obligations of a member, thereby hold true its philosophy, objectives, and ideals, to remain a true and loyal Lormanians at all times, and to consecrate myself to the service of God and humanity. So help me God. Congratulations.